Hello everyone. In today's presentation, we are going to look at the complex relationship between fast fashion, climate change, and media influence. Fast fashion, known for its rapid production cycles and affordable, trend-driven designs, has made fashion more accessible, but at the same time, it's causing a significant environmental cost. Our goal here is to explore the ways fast fashion contributes to climate change through its large carbon footprint, excessive water usage, and pollution. We will also examine how media, through social platforms, influencers, and targeted advertisement, shapes public perception and drives consumer behavior. This influence often encourages unsustainable purchasing habits. Fast fashion has surged in popularity, offering consumers trendy and affordable clothing choices. These items quickly reach stores to meet the demand for constantly updated styles, making fashion both accessible and ever-evolving. However, the environmental costs of fast fashion are significant, driven by a large carbon footprint, high water consumption, and extensive pollution. While these impacts are often overlooked in favor of convenience and low prices, they pose an urgent issue that demands our attention. Though fast fashion is profitable and convenient, its serious environmental consequences make it essential to adopt more sustainable practices to protect our planet for future generations. The rapid turnover in fast fashion leads to significant waste accumulation. Consumers frequently dispose of clothing to keep up with changing trends. According to a study that took place in 2012, fast fashion encourages people to buy clothes they may wear only a few times before discarding, resulting in high levels of textile waste that often ends up in landfills. In countries like Australia and the UK, millions of tons of textiles are sent to landfills each year due to this pattern. Although some clothing is recycled or donated, the sheer volume of waste generated by fast fashion far outweighs sustainable disposal efforts, creating a serious environmental burden. Another major environmental impact of fast fashion is its extensive use of synthetic fibers, such as polyester, which release microplastics into water systems. Polyester, a petroleum-based material, is widely used in fast fashion due to its affordability and durability. However, every time polyester garments are washed, tiny plastic particles, known as microplastics, are released into the water. These microplastics are too small to be filtered by wastewater treatment plants and eventually end up in rivers, oceans, and other bodies of water, where they pose a threat to life and enter the food chain. Additionally, producing synthetic fibers is energy intensive and relies heavily on fossil fuels, further contributing to greenhouse gas emissions. As fast fashion continues to drive high volume of polyester-based clothing, it exacerbates issues like plastic pollution and carbon emissions, making it one of the industry's most pressing environmental concerns. In discussing the environmental impact of fast fashion, the H&M case provides a relevant example of how a major fast fashion brand is addressing sustainability challenges. As one of the largest global players in fast fashion, H&M faces significant environmental pressures due to its low cost, high turnover business model, which result in high resource consumption and waste accumulation. To mitigate this impact, H&M launched its Conscious collection, which incorporates sustainable materials like organic cotton and recycled fabrics, representing an attempt to make the production process more eco-friendly. Additionally, H&M partnered with the recycling company ICO to implement a global clothing collection program. This initiative encourages customers to bring in used clothing of any brand for recycling at H&M stores, offering them a discount voucher as a reward. This program aims to reduce textile waste by repurposing or recycling collected items. However, the voucher system also raises questions about whether it truly promotes sustainability. By incentivizing future purchases, H&M may inadvertently reinforce overconsumption, aligning with the fast fashion model and potentially counterating the environmental benefits of recycling. The H&M case illustrates both the progress and the limitations of sustainability efforts in the fast fashion industry. While H&M's initiatives have raised awareness about eco-friendly fashion, the emphasis on continued consumption suggests that more fundamental changes are needed. This example highlights the importance of fast fashion brands considering not only the environmental impact of materials and recycling, but also broader effects of production and consumption cycles. It underscores the need for a deeper shift in business practices to genuinely reduce environmental harm.
So hello everyone, my name is Wenlian, and today I'm going to introduce you the second part. The second part is media influence analyst, and it's including like three small things. So first one is how social media and influencer create demand of the fast fashion, and second one is visual examples from fast fashion advertising on platforms. And next one is analysis of how media could better promote sustainable fashion. So that's about like the part 2. So to begin with, how social media and influencer create demand for the fast fashion. Social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube play a vital role in promoting fast fashion through an unending stream of visual and emotional media. And the influencer in particular play a vital role in this group of players. They display hosts, share styling strategies, and advertise coupons, encourages the feeling of urgency for customers to purchase before a fashion trend is over. And the creators is a culture of disposable clothing, in which clothing is bought often and when the fashion just as easily. So according to the author current and causes, like social media can be the effective tool to facilitate online word of mouth, allowing customers to express their opinions and experience regarding products in real time. And the digital word of word can influence the behavior of customers as a whole and can directly affect the sale for fast fashion. Additionally, when combined with elegant drafts, context suggestions, the visual nature of apps such as TikTok and Instagram result in an environment of information, further increasing the desire to be the cutting edge of fashions. And the lifestyle of aspiration celebrities make fashion companies particularly attractive to young audience, with their emphasis affordability, and style, they can appeal to the demand of the customer when immediately satisfaction. This strategy for marketing has proved to be extremely efficient in keeping demand in check, making social media an influential factor in the fast fashion business. Just like the picture I showed you guys like right now, like a lot of influencer will introduce like the trend, like the clothes that follow the trend, so like people can also share their opinions or experience that they bought the clothes. So that's how it works. The next topic is virtual examples from fast fashion advertising on platforms such as Instagram or TikTok. Like virtual marketing strategies lie central to fast fashion marketing, with platforms like Instagram and TikTok serving as storefront for virtual stores. Instagram covers advertisement allows brands to show different styles in one post, and these are frequently coupled with the shop now links that permit immediately purchased. Similarly, TikTok trends like they put a tag there and like showing highlight influencer reviewing and unboxing large quantity of clothes, getting millions of likes and views, especially like for I think for women's clothing, because I usually do that as well. Like when I go through the Instagram or TikTok, and there are a lot of advertisement like for the clothing you can go through. And here's the author that called Zhang and Wang highlight the importance of visual factor, including tonal harmony, city of arrangement, and lighting, the influencing customer interaction. And their researcher revealed the way that aspect influence buying plan by creating a sense of quantity and value. Through the use of the techniques, fast fashion brand create a compelling appeal for their merchandise to younger buyers looking for the trending and affordable options. Furthermore, vivid color, strategy lighting, and simple arrangement of products in ads, the advertisement managed offline techniques for visual merchandising. This technique makes the product look appealing and generally positive emotion reactions, and increasing the possibility of buying. So like it really works if you use like the Instagram or like other visual platform as the tool. Yeah, just like the picture I showed you, like it's a really famous person on TikTok, and just showing the necklace that she just bought it and promoting to the people, and it's become a trend recently, so it's really good. And the next one is analyze for how media could better promote sustainable fashion. And media today is a significant driver of cost functions of fast fashion. It can encourage customers to adopt environmentally sustainable fashion. Various methods can be employed to facilities this change, starting with the collaboration of sustainable brand and influential people. People promoting eco-friendly living could encourage recycling, thrifting, and buying renewable, top quality clothes based on two authors. The card. This partnership can influence customer options and inspire positive behavior plans toward environmentally sustainable fashion. Also, the educational package can be powerful instrument. Social media platform can be utilized to increase awareness of the negative environmental impacts of fashion trends. Example including engaged content or videos that provide information about the process that use water to manufacture denim, or the carbon footprint associated with significant fabric, which could cause customers to rethink their buying practice. And this type of education effort should focus on the sustainable fashion aesthetic and practical advantage to depose the notion that sustainable fashion isn't drafts or has a distinct design. Also, the authors Zhang and Huang proposing the using visual marketing method to create more sustainable and appeal fashion. Sustainable brand can adopt windows, tool hammering, and clear design to improve the the appeal of their product. This strategy do not have attract buyers, but also send the message is that sustainability has the connection with the modernity and yeah and the initiativity that are driven by the community, such as hosting authors for thrift or DIY on up like upcycling classes, could inspire the customer to embrace environmentally sustainable practice. Cabbage on social media that highlights the activity that may be virtual and create an awareness of collective responsibility and the sense of creativity and the potential of e-worm that was infest the two authors, the Karen and Costed, that can enhance this effort by making it easier for customer to join in. Also, the visual storytelling could transform sustainability to the fashion brand imagine by the combining the aspiration compass of the traditional fashion industry with the emphasis on ethic standard and quantity. The media can promote sustainability as a verbal decision. Zhang Huang and the that the creating immersive experience, be it use digital platform or physical shop, it also works. So it could dramatically increase the engagement of customer with environmentally sustainable companies. So that just like the poster I showed you, the sustainable beauty, it's a beauty company that they use that way to promote their poster, that also have a good impact for try to let people more aware for the sustainable fashion.
Okay, after we have mentioned about the case study and infos we have researched and mentioned, let's move to the solution, what we can do to solve it. First, as you can see from the PPT here, we need to know how does the fashion industry's reliance on rapid production, how their reliance on international shipping contribute to greenhouse gas emissions, and what strategies can be used to mitigate these environmental impacts. So what we are aiming to do is that we think that the fast fashion industry is dependent on quick production and distribution. They are frequently using international shipping to transport materials and products from manufacturers to consumers. And this method has definitely made clothes cheaper and easier to get, but it has also played a big role in increasing greenhouse gas emissions, which is especially from transportation. Hence, here are some strategies that showed how the industries can reduce these environmental impacts. So, the first solution will be emphasize sourcing and producing locally. It is really important for brands to think about sourcing materials and making clothes closer to where their customers are. This can help cut down on transportation distances and the emissions that come from it. Um, I believe local sourcing helps reduce the need for long-distance shipping, which supports local economies and enables quicker production cycles. But the reality is producing locally might lead to a higher cost because of increased labor and material expenses in some regions. But you can balance this out with savings in transportation and a smaller environmental impact. One from the real-world example would be the Reformation. Reformation is a sustainable brand that gets 80% of its materials and makes most of its clothing in the USA. This helps the company lower its transportation-related emission and promote itself as a more eco-friendly option. The second solution will be with shifting to low-emission shipping methods. In international shipping, companies are paying more attention to using methods that produce fewer emissions, like from the sea or rail freights, which are much less polluting compared to the air freights. Sea freight can emit about 16 grams of CO2 from each metric ton kilometers, which is much lower compared to the emission from air freight. Even though they take more time, these methods help create a sustainable fashion cycle, encouraging consumers to think carefully about their purchases instead of depending on quick shipping. But the slower shipping could clash with the quick product turnover typical of the fast fashion industry. So I believe that companies have to change their logistic planning and modify what consumers expect to have. One from the real world would be H&M. They are trying out bulk shipping to meet its sustainable goal. This method has helped H&M cut down its carbon footprint while keeping up with the consumer's wants, but it does need some changes in logistics planning. So this solution is still more deeply to developing method. So the solution 3. The solution 3 is utilizing carbon offsetting and renewable fuels. Some companies are working to reduce carbon emission by investing in renewable energy projects or buying carbon credits. Some people are looking into low carbon or renewable fuels for getting around. Carbon offsetting allows brands to balance out their transportation emissions, and using renewable fuels can lessen the carbon footprint of every shipment. But carbon offsets frequently encounter questions about their transparency and effectiveness. So it's really important to have standardized regulations so that offset products can work effectively. One from the real-world example would be Patagonia. It is a brand working on offsetting transportation emissions and plans to reach carbon neutral shipping by 2025. The company puts money into renewable energy projects, showing that it actively works to lessen its environmental impact. The fourth solution would be we need to have a better packaging for getting things delivered faster. Making packaging smaller and lighter can help cut down on fuel use because it lets us fit more products in each shipment. So using sustainable packaging materials can really help reduce the impact on the environment. As smaller and lighter shipments help make the most of cargo space and reduce the carbon footprint for each item, using eco-friendly packaging materials can help cut down on waste and pollution. But sustainable packaging materials may cost more at first, but I believe the savings in shipping costs and the positive impact on the environment make them a good investment over time. One from the real-world example would be Everlink. It utilizes straightforward, recyclable packaging for its shipments, which helps reduce waste and enhance transportation efficiency. This approach shows Everlink's dedication to sustainability in their products and packaging decisions. Our last solution would be the eco-friendly shipping options for consumers. Lots of e-commerce platforms are offering consumers the choice to pick slower, more eco-friendly shipping options, which help promote sustainable shopping habits. They can increase the need for sustainable choices and help lower emissions linked to fast shipping. But it's also important to help consumers understand the benefits for choosing slower shipping options, which means we need to focus on raising awareness. So brands need to do a good job of promoting these options as sustainable choices. Last but not least, our reflection question would be, do you think that initiatives implemented by fast fashion brands, such as H&M recycling program, genuinely foster sustainability, or do they unintentionally promote ongoing consumption? And that's the question we leave for you guys to discover and think about. Thank you.